Hello, the cool change has arrived and I am once again a pleasant person to know. I have been revolting all day because the weather has been revolting and I've been matching that energy. So this came off the loom late last night at about midnight, so I haven't twisted the fringes. Fringes are still loose, but I'm really pleased with the colour interactions. So I'll show you this still and close up. The sun's just come out, which is perfect timing to show you the colours of things. So it hasn't had its wet finish, obviously, because it hasn't had its fringes twisted. But once it has had its wet finish, it should be even softer. It's already quite soft. I'm so happy with these little stripes that the yarn did that by itself. And that's what I love about a colour changing yarn. It makes it look like you've done some fancy stuff and you haven't really. This is all just plain weave. So I will show you this next week when it's had its wash and it's got its fringes all sorted. And I don't have anything on the little loom currently. I do have my next project for the little loom planned because I've had a request for scarves in particular colours. I haven't warped it up. I was going to warp it up this morning and it was hot, so I didn't. And then I thought I could warp it up this afternoon, but it turned out it was hot, so I didn't. So possibly tomorrow, although I've got a bit on tomorrow. It's very annoying having things to do that aren't like weaving and whatnot. Anyway, I had to buy yarn yesterday. I know. I am brave. And you are impressed with my strength. Understandable. So I had to buy yarn yesterday for the scarf request that I was talking about because I didn't have quite the right shade of green. I did have some green, but not the right green. And while I was in the shop, just let me do this in a way that's not going to make me upset later when everything goes wrong. Okay, there we go. So while I was in the shop, the shopkeeper was talking to another customer. Come out of the bag. I want to show you to people. Just 1 second. You know, I'm waiting for the technology that will grant me a third arm. There we go. So while the shopkeeper was talking to another customer, I was poking around and I found this, which I knew was there because I've been into that shop a lot. This is banana silk. I don't know how it's made because there's no information on the label. There's no information on the label to tell me how much there is, what it weighs, or how it's made. But look at the colours on that. And it is silky feeling. I don't know if it's made of bananas. I don't know. I should have looked that up before I came out here to record. But I didn't because I'm not very organised. So I'm given to understand that this is not necessarily colour fast. So we'll see how it gets on because what I'm doing is weaving it on the triangle loom, which is going to easily and simply come out of my bag right now. It's just going to, there we go. Oh, it kind of did, except I've caught, there we go, I'm caught on it. There we go. There we go. It's all fine. It's all fine. So this is a little bit slow. Well, that's very good. I told you it was all fine. Just maybe get that out of the way a little bit. This can be there for visual interest. So it is slow going on the triangle loom because of all of these textured bits, which are quite, they're not quite loops, but they are quite fluffy. So the yarn catches on itself when you're pulling the loops across. It's all fine. It's all workable. If it comes to it, I can just snip these little bits and get this working yarn out of the chaos. So I don't know how long this one's going to take me to do. This has taken me a little bit longer than plain yarn. It's all gone a bit, oh, there we go. That's the end. That's why. So it's going to look amazing. I've got a bit of a plan for this. I don't know that it's going to work, but I want to make like a neck thing, not a scarf. I don't know that I've got enough to make a scarf, but I might have enough to make a neck thing. So we'll see. But that's triangle one of I don't know how many because I haven't done the maths yet. Just, you know, I'll do some maths. It's fine. I'm not avoiding it. I am avoiding it. I don't like doing weaving maths. So the other thing I've been doing this week is making Moors bags because I am continuing to try and clear my table. You know how I keep saying I'm going to make a dress? I'm going to make a dress. But first I need to get all of these bags off the table because I've got a lot of these cut out and pressed and ready to sew. So I need to sew them so that I've got space on my table, and I also need to put away quite a lot of yarn. But that's a problem for me. You don't need to worry about that. So if you're new to the channel and you haven't heard me talking about Moors bags yet, these are free, handmade, recycled shopping bags. They're made out of recycled and reclaimed fabric, and they are given away for free to anyone who wants one, and some people who don't want one, but they're too polite to say no. So this is from my aunt's fabric stash, which, yes, I'm still chipping away at 2 years later. And this is also from my aunt's house. This was curtains. And this was also curtains. A genuine 1979 print there. And this was donated to me last year in a bundle of nice heavyweight fabric for bags. So these I take to markets and give away to people. And I also sometimes hang them on the park railing in town, a big row of them with a little label on to say they're free so people can take them. And I have quite a lot to do that with, so I must get onto it. But that is all I have for you this week. Next week I should maybe have some more bags to show you if you're interested. I'll put a link in the description to the Moores Bags website and you can find out more about them if you're interested. And hopefully I will have something on and maybe even off the little loom. That's a big promise. I don't like to make big promises, but we'll see how I get on. It'll be green anyway. There'll be a lot of green. You take care of yourself. Have a lovely rest of your week and I will see you next time. Bye for now.